scenes that we saw it and were shocking and appalling. The mistreatment of horses that we saw, absolutely unacceptable. We have very strict laws in this country in relation to the welfare of animals as well as the traceability of animals. It was very distressing to watch that, and my department are already working with the Gardaí investigating.
The images of last night are quite stark, as you've expressed, and for me the fundamental issue around traceability and the licensing of horses really needs to be investigated fully, and powers there need to be strengthened, and it's something that I would have raised with you previously, and I actually have a bill which I haven't submitted yet that I circulated to your special advisor previously. And I do fundamentally believe that something has to change in terms of the licensing and the tracing of horses. And I suppose the purpose of my bill that I would have prepared previously was to introduce the role of maybe an equine officer to local authorities. And I'm just not sure if somebody like that, that's responsible for a register, that's responsible for seizing animals that are not registered.
Anyone who watched last night's documentary will have been distressed and appalled. And this country has a great love for horses. I know those with special needs and autism and the comfort they get and support from horses. Indeed, many people refer to them as angels with hooves, and they demand respect and care. What was reported last night demands immediate action, and it demands accountability, Minister. And I want to commend the journalists who brought this to the public's attention, this cruelty, this mistreatment to light. It has been uncovered that approximately 2,000 horses were slaughtered in Shannonside Foods Limited in Kildare last year alone, with 2/3 of them bred for the horse racing industry. Now, the Department of Agriculture have said that they have staff on the premises during which those horses are slaughtered at this site. They also tell us that there were no welfare issues noted on the days when this mistreatment took place. And a question that so many people are asking this morning is how this mistreatment happened under the very nose of the Department of Agriculture. There is a responsibility in us to ensure that practices such as animal welfare officers being shown to us all, inserting false identification microchips into horses, the beating and the stabbing with a pitchfork of a dying horse, the whipping of horses. It is absolutely intolerable. So I would like to ask you, with all of the other issues that have to be dealt with, the passports, the identification, is this business still going to continue? Is the government still happy for the business to continue as it is? And do we have now oversight of all buildings on that yard?